If you've owned a cat for even less than 24 hours, you know that getting rid of and removing cat fur can be a task. Not only what is sitting in plain view either on your carpet or on your sofa, but what is also taken away by that ceiling fan or the force produced by your air conditioner. Talking about cat fur on the carpet, sometimes it can be more like a flying carpet of fur. In this material, I'll explore notables and even a couple of, perhaps, secrets of the trade in an effort to not only keep your pet free of loose fur, but also helpful measures that can keep your house clean and free of what your cat has left behind. Interesting topic for owners of all levels, and I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Let's kick things off with what is often considered the foundation of notables for a topic like this, and that is your cat and their personal hygiene, the role that you play in helping your pet with that loose fur. Before there's a mess elsewhere, it's always paramount to take care of any mess that does form on your cat. Loose fur begins on your cat's coat, so let's start right there. By grooming your cat just a couple of times per week, you can create positive change within the entire environment of your home. Not to mention remove potential fur-choking hazards away from your cat. Brushes, combs, fur removal gloves, finding the right tools, that's really the key. And if you have questions, detailed questions about what your cat needs specifically, please contact your vet or someone in the field of basic cat care. Trusted pet-themed and cat-friendly retail stores can be quite helpful. If your cat does have long fur and shedding is a known issue, taking this first step is absolutely essential. Giving your cat assistance in the grooming department can go a very long way with respect to their overall health and wellness. The next step that I'll talk about today when it comes to reducing cat fur in your home involves that trusted vacuum cleaner. Not just for the carpet, but all of those hard-to-reach areas on your sofas and the baseboards around the floors. Those spots where cat fur can fly and then become somewhat lodged in corner areas. Fur that becomes trapped in the cushions and on those blankets. Use your vacuum cleaner and all of those accessory attachments to get that job done. Tackling the job twice a week can really place you ahead of the game. You won't have to work as hard and do as much down the line if you make vacuuming with the intent of fur cleanup a weekly priority. Proper filtered cleaners can do a wonderful job at picking up fur and dander and bringing life back to your entire living space. Next up, the use of a lint roller. Now, back in the day, I would have viewed this bit of advice as a bit of a trick or a trick of the trade, a bit of a secret perhaps, but the cat has been let out of the bag in the past decade or so. Having said that, I do recommend a lint roller, not only as a handy way to remove fur from clothing and furniture, but also to remove it from your other fur collection materials. Let's take that fur glove, that petting glove that collects fur, a brush glove that's designed to remove the fur. Well, sometimes that collection glove, it can be a bit overwhelmed by the collection itself, and rolling that lint roller across the glove can help with cleanup, thus ensuring that the glove is free of fur the next time that it's needed. I've seen folks use a lint roller on a cat. That's right, it's almost like a toy. Kittens, fur being removed on contact with, you guessed it, a lint roller. Hey, as long as you're being responsible and the roller is getting the job done, I'd say go for it. A bit earlier, I spoke about bringing life back to your living space, keeping that air clean and keeping it free from dander and that flying fur carpet. That leads me to our next solution, and that is the use of an air purifier. This can improve air quality and limit that pesky fur in the big picture. It's all about fur removal, but also about clean air. Elderly in the home, young children in the home. Let's make sure the air they are breathing is of the highest possible quality, even with those cats in the home. The next solution when it comes to removing fur, cat fur, involves washing those delicate fabrics. Sometimes it's just not enough in the long term to depend on that vacuum cleaner or the lint roller, whatever other tools of the trade. You need a bit more. Does your cat sleep on a towel, perhaps, a beach towel, a washable cat bed? If you can wash it, and it's meant to be washed, do just that. Once that vacuum and lint roller has removed all of the known and notable fur, give those items a quality wash, a good wash. Next up, can food play a role, for better or worse, in the health of your cat's skin and coat? Absolutely. And consuming too much of the wrong things can make natural shedding and the shedding process far worse. your cat is shedding more than usual, be mindful of their diet. Make sure they're getting a cat-friendly diet. Protein, omega-3 fatty acids, lean meats, all that good stuff. Worried about shedding? Excessive shedding. More shedding than normal and for a longer period of time. If so, check in with your vet and make sure there's nothing going on below the surface of that fur. In some cases, fur loss, extreme fur loss, can be due to other concerns and health matters. And if you are a regular here at Senior Cat Wellness, you know that I speak often, many times, regardless of the topic, about the importance of cat play and sleep areas, somewhat of a home within the home for your pet, and how it's important for your cat's mind and body to have their own little retreat. Well, that little sleep space, that little safe space, that little shelter space, play space, whatever you want to call it, if your pet really enjoys it, that can serve to reduce fur in other parts of your home. You can call this one reduction by distraction. If your pet is in their own little world, in their own little play and nest area, this will almost by default clean up the rest of the home, at least to some degree. And finally, if you like the feel and the look, considering using covers on certain pieces of furniture as a protective layer against feline dirt and debris, and mainly fur. Easy to remove and clean, covering furniture is obviously helpful, and it truly makes your job a lot easier when it comes to those vacuum days. Overall, in the big picture, it's a collective effort. Many times it takes more than just one solution working at the same time to get things under control. But in closing, it really all begins and ends with your cat, because all of the measures in the world are going to be reduced dramatically with respect to efficiency. Your cat's fur isn't being maintained by the human touch. Assist your cat with grooming throughout the week and remove loose fur before said fur becomes a choking hazard or occupies space in your favorite recliner. To the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? Does your cat have thick and long fur and is shedding an issue to boot? How have you personally managed your situation? Any helpful tips to offer the audience? As always, that comment section, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.